Hello, today I'm going to be talking about workplace investigation failure. And by that I mean all of the things that cause workplace investigations to fail, quite obviously. So I'm going to go through a number of instances that I see as a workplace investigator when I'm asked to review investigations. And it is because something has gone wrong. So the first thing that I want to emphasise is that any sort of investigation into a conduct, behavioural conduct such as bullying, harassment, sexual harassment, they're complex matters. Unfortunately, they're often undertaken by inexperienced investigators who lack the skill and the training to get it right the first time, every time. Now, people's lives depend on this. People's careers depend on this. It's very stressful to be involved in a workplace investigation, whether you are the complainant or the respondent. So, as I said, it is very, very important to get it right the first time, every time. So some of the reasons that investigations fail, well, a flawed analysis of the complaint. The complaint is the first thing, the first point of call. If the analysis is flawed, everything that flows from it will be flawed. Poor investigation planning. Your investigation planning flows from your complaint analysis. Poor interview planning. Your interview planning also flows from your investigation planning and your complaint analysis. Flawed interviewing of the complainant and witnesses. Now, if you don't get the analysis right and you don't get the planning right, you're not going to have a good interview of the complainant and witnesses, and you're not going to have the evidence that you need to pursue the investigation. A lack of procedural fairness. Now, I can go into length of procedural fairness, but on my website at awpti.com.au, I've written a number of articles on procedural fairness. So please check out the website. The link will be in the description of this video. Poorly prepared letter of allegation. Now, your letter of allegation is part of the procedural fairness to tell the person who's the subject of the complaint what the complaint is about, what's been alleged against them. A poor complaint analysis will lead to poor interview planning, poor interviewing, and a poor letter of allegation. A flawed interviewing of the respondent. Now, the second part of procedural fairness is to allow the respondent to give their point of view, their version of events. And if your planning hasn't been done properly, if your analysis hasn't been done properly, you're simply not going to have the answers to questions provided by the complainant, and you're not going to have the questions to put to the respondent. Ineffective evidence analysis. Again, this is the next step. And what I'm going to be doing in follow-up videos, I'm going to be looking at the complaint analysis, the interview planning, the interview process, and the evidence analysis, which is your final part of your investigation before you draft your report. Flawed findings. Well, if everything else is flawed up to this point, you cannot expect your findings to be solid. And a poor or a flawed investigation report. As I keep emphasising, if you don't get the process right, if it's not right from the start and all the way through, you cannot hope to provide a solid investigation report. And your investigation report is going to have an effect on all of the people in that investigation. Someone could be dismissed because of your investigation report. Allegations may not be found to have substantiated because of your investigation report. So if the investigation is flawed at the start, you can't hope to provide a successful outcome in a workplace investigation. So look, for more details of the failures of the investigation, please click the link below. Don't forget, please like and subscribe to this video button. You'll see this in the bottom corner, the bottom right-hand corner. Please hit on subscribe, and you'll catch up with all my current and all my future videos. It's all about providing information to investigators, to HR professionals to help them